In the second part of the lab, what we're going to do is we're going to keep 100 grams on the end each time. So the force that's deflecting it is going to be the same. What we're going to do is we're going to vary the length of the strip that's over the table. So I'm going to show you that measurement here. Okay, whoops. All right, so if I look at that, we can see that right now, this thing is 27 centimeters over the edge. So now what I'm going to do is put my, that's my 200, my 100 gram mass on the end. I'm going to measure the deflection. So once again, remember that was started at the 10, and so we subtract 10 off of where it is. So that's where the end is that we saw. Okay, so now I'm going to take that 100 grams off for a second, and I'm going to move the clamp inward. Now the instructions say about 5 centimeters, or they say 5 centimeters. I'm not going to get too crazy with it. I'm just going to move it a little bit in, so about 5 centimeters. Okay, we'll measure it. So I moved it in, so now let's remeasure the length that's over the edge. So if I go to the edge here, we can see now that we have over the edge about 24. I should move that in a little bit further then. Okay. All right. So here we go. That over the edge we have, oops, 22 centimeters. Good. So now I'm going to put my 100 gram mass back on. We'll measure the deflection. Okay. So there we go. So the 100 grams over the edge. Oops. There is my deflection. Okay. So now I'm going to move it in again with 22. So move it in again about 5 centimeters. Clamp it down. There we go. So let's measure how much I have over the edge. Starting at 0 there. I have about 17 and a half. So it's not exact, but close enough. So now, there we go. There's that deflection. We'll measure how much that's deflected. Okay, so that's where the bottom is, and that's where we're seeing it. Remember again, we're measuring from 10, so subtract 10 off of that. And now move it in again, 5. Okay, about 5. Okay, so there we go. Measure the length of this again, whoops, in centimeters. So we can see that that's about 12 and a half, we'll say, 12 and a half centimeters over the edge. Put my 100 on, and then we can measure the deflection again. Remember, we're starting at 10, so if I've got that at the edge, kind of come over and see there. Okay, so that, subtract the 10 once again, and one last, we'll move that in 5 more centimeters. Okay, or so. Oh, my barrier fell. Okay, so we can see that that is about 7.5. Put our 100 gram mass on the end of it again. Okay. Actually, let me show you this here and see it where it is and see where it goes, right? Not much of a change there. So if I can hold that that's what we've got. Remember, we're subtracting that from the 10, so not much of a change there. So that's the data for the second part of the lab.